world? It's the Data Darling here, and is it cold in here? Yeah, it's a little cold in here. Let me just grab a sweater. Why is it cold in here? It's been so warm lately. Oh, that's because we're out here playing Lexi today. Not just any Lexi. We are playing Blitz Ice Lexi, and let me tell you why. I have been dabbling in Ranger. More on that to come. Azalea in CC. She's my girl right now. But I look at Lexi and I go, she was amazing. She LL'd. She is so cool. Where'd she go? Oh, no one's playing her in Blitz. Well, why not? Well, she can't use the same strategy that she was using in CC. The Blitz game is too short. Life totals are too small. So I view that as a problem to solve. And I have built elemental heroes in the past. Briar was my very first deck when I was still learning how to play. Mistakes were made. I have such a hard time balancing both of the elements with each of their elemental fusion concepts. So it was like the middle of the night and I said, you know what Lexi needs? She needs to pick one element and go all in on that element. And not only that, she needs a 50-50 split. She needs 50% ice fusion or lightning fusion and 50% ice or lightning, whatever it is. And that's how this deck was born. So this should be approximately 50% fuse targets and 50% fuses. Almost. We're almost there. I think my targets are up because I just made an edit before I started recording where I said, maybe we should put some safeguards in the deck and put some like ice attacks in there. Just 2, I think. So a lot of this stuff is new to me. I've been dabbling a little bit, trying to figure out how it plays. We have Lexi. We've got the Bullseye Bracers. Love them. Yes. Spring Tunic. Right now there is maybe it's Spring Tunic. I also just noticed that I have Trench down here as well. We've got Honing Hood and New Horizons. Both have come incredibly handy at times. We've got Perch Grapplers. I don't have those in paper yet, but I thought I'd try them. We've got the Quiver of Abyssal Depths, which I chose over the Autumn one. I forget why. Let's take a look. Shuffle up to 3 arrows with different names. Okay, so it's just good recursion. Both of the quivers that Lexi commonly uses, this one and the Autumn one, both of them are one-time effects. So I looked at them and said, which one do I think I'll need more? If I ever go to a long game, which is not the plan, but can happen with this deck, I want that recursion available to me. I have Shiver. I've been playing Shiver in paper, but then I tried Voltaire, and I'm still torn about which one I like more, so we'll probably play with Voltaire today. But this is the equipment loadout I have set up. And then when we scroll down to the deck, we've got your good Elemental Ranger Ice Fusion arrows like Blizzard Bolt, Chilling Ice Vein, Cold Wave, Flake Out. We've got a few generically good arrows like Remorseless, Boltyn Shot, and we've got a lot of extra ice cards. So we have our Ice Quakes, our Pulse of Volthaven, our Chill to the Bone, Frostfang, Eisenhowl, Weave Ice, Winter Grasp, Channel Lake Frigid, of course. I've terrified some Bravo players with that, and Frostlock. The goal here is to always have something to ice fuse with. When your arrows hit, you want them to disrupt. I chose ice over lightning because I think frostbite is the disruption that we don't see enough of in the meta right now. I think the frostbites are really going to slow down my opponent and make them trip, make them fumble. So we are focusing on trying to get those frostbites out. Obviously with Lexi's ability, our Blizzard Bolt creates a frostbite. I think Icequake creates a frostbite. We've got a few instances of that. I'm scanning through. Eisenhowl makes frostbites. Chill to the Bone makes frostbites. Frostlock does not, but it's still quite disruptive. Ice has the disruption I want to see in the meta right now. For our color loadout, I am really focusing on yellows because then you can pitch a yellow, have one to load and one to shoot, essentially. I don't always have the go again, but that's why the Boltyn Shot is here for when you get to keep that full grip and you are all set and you're so pumped, ready to go. You can buff the Boltyn shot to give it go again, and then load another one, give it go again with Voltaire. You have to have the Boltyn shot in arsenal ahead of time. Or put it in with bullseye bracers. Something like that. Take aim even. No, that's not how that works. I'm going too fast and putting on too much of a show. Buff the Boltyn shot. Give it go again. Load another arrow into arsenal. Give it go again. Then put your third arrow into arsenal however you can. That's when you use the bullseye bracers or the take aim to load arrow number 3 into arsenal. And so you're not striking twice. You're striking thrice. 3 times. That is the down and dirty deck tech, but we need to get into some gameplay. All right, so let's get into some gameplay. Now, I stopped recording just to do a practice video because Talishar is not my forte, and I have too many misclicks and too many fail to order things in the right way, and it makes me sad. So without another real life opponent, we're going to play on Felt Table, which I know is never people's preferred option. I really love it for playtesting. So we're going to playtest on Felt Table right now. And maybe I'll lose. Maybe I'll lose. And who cares? I'm playing my Lexi Luhu deck. I know it sounds ridiculous. I called it Lexi Luhu because she's all ice. She's like Christmas Lexi. And let's go... I don't know. Let's try Boltyn. I know that this is old Boltyn Blitz, but Boltyn's gotten a glow up lately, and I've seen enough Boltyns lately. And since we get the choice, I'm going to go first, because I'm playtesting, and I know that I would want to go first. Let's play with Voltaire. Let's play Bullseye Bracers. We'll use Tunic this time. We'll use New Horizon this time. Perch Grapplers. My Quiver. No Trench. Otherwise, all of my cards are the same. I have exactly 40 cards in deck and sideboard combined. So, alright, looking at what we have here. We got 2 Chilling Ice Veins and a Boltyn shot and a Flake Out. So no fusion available to me. Ice Vein's still good without fusing. I mean, it's still 5 damage. So we're going to... Is Flake Out good? Flake Out's fine. Flake Out's the same, but I have yellow Flake Out. So let's activate Voltaire, pitching Flake Out. No instance. Loading Boltyn shot into arsenal, giving it +1 power so it will have go again. We'll play out Boltyn shot. No instance. And because it's turn 1, they're going to block. You know they're going to block. They're blocking 6 on my 4. Just because I can at instant speed. Oh, I'm going to have to... Oh, it says choose 1. I don't have to choose the alternate. I'm going to activate Voltaire. No instant. Loading Chilling Ice Vein into arsenal face up. Also giving it +1 power. I'm passing in the defensive and reaction steps. Chain Link ends. That had go again all by itself. And then we'll play Chilling Ice Vein, pitching Chilling Ice Vein. And at least it's coming in for 6. It's not bad. It's not great. Could have been fused, but it wasn't in the cards today. And I really hope that they liked those cards. What was it? Engulfing Light, Express Lightning. Meh. Close a chain, end the turn. Nothing to arsenal. Now, if I had an ice card in hand, I may have saved it to arsenal and may even have not shot twice if I had an ice card, but I did not. Fine, sure. I like the animations on Felt Table better. I feel like it explains everything a little more. I find it more beginner friendly. Okay, giving the next thing +1 and send stuff to soul. So what it does, if this hits, put it in your hero soul. Okay. If you charge this turn, it gains go again. They have not charged this turn yet. Can they? Oh. No. Okay, so it's important to note that Seek Enlightenment does not say charge. It says put into soul. It is not considered charged. Now, planning out our turn, we do have an ice card and we have Cold Wave. Cold Wave will act like a frostbite for their whole turn. That might be worth it. But we would also love to play Eisenhowl. It's really disappointing. Maybe we do the take aim Remorseless turn and Arsenal the Eisenhowl at the end of turn, which means I'll need to take this damage, I think. I'm gonna take it. We'll see what happens. Oh, they give it go again with their snappies. Good for them. Love to see Boltyn go off. Yeah, right to the face. I also love that taking damage animation. It reminds me that I've taken damage. That's something that I don't see on Talishar, but it's just, I play everything for the vibe, for the aesthetic. Bolt of Courage, as an additional cost you may charge. I guess, oh, he didn't charge. If you've charged this turn, okay. So he did not charge, nor is he charging. However, I did just remember that this is Blitz. Ha! I have less life. So let's think about this for a second. I'm already at 14 because I just let myself take 6. But I still feel it may be worth it to keep going. This is going to be their turn ender. They do not have access to go again. I don't know if I can push enough. But that's what we playtest for. That's what you're here for. And I would love if you could drop in the comments just what are your vibes. If the meta were no object, what would Lexi do? What would you want Lexi to do? All right, we kept a full grip here. No arsenal, though. Let's... What we can do is we can play Take Aim, decline the reload, pitch Cold Wave into Voltaire, give Remorseless +1, so it'll ultimately get +4. Let's play Take Aim. No instant. No card in arsenal. Activate Voltaire. Pitching Cold Wave. No instance. Put Remorseless into arsenal. Give it +1. And then we still have 1 floating, so we'll shoot it. For 9. That's not bad. They're going to have to give me a lot for Remorseless to not have its on hit. Oh, they're taking it. Bam, we're tied. And you're going to take damage on your own turn. I will not activate any instance. No instance. Arsenal that ice card so we can flip it up later. That'll activate our New Horizons. That'll give them a frostbite. That will inconvenience everyone, and I love to see it. Additionally, we just got a lot of blues, an ice card, and a red arrow. A red Ice Fusion arrow. So, they took the one from Remorseless. We love to see it. Does this have go again? Not currently, and I don't see a way to give it go again. That may be on purpose. Did they charge? Oh, they did with Minerva. Interesting. Okay. So they did charge, or they did not charge? Oh, they did. They did, and this will go to Soul. What can he do when things are in Soul? As an attack reaction, he can banish something from his Soul if it's buffed. This is not currently buffed. So, can we afford to block a little bit? Because we could 3 block with Frost Lock. Alright, so my goal is to flip this face up, pitch blue Frost Lock to play it out. I have 2 floating. Spend 1 on Voltaire, load Cold Wave into Arsenal. Spend the last 1 floating to shoot it, fuse with Icequake, Arsenal Icequake at end of turn. So we will block with 1 of my blue Frost Locks. And we'll pass. No instance. Oh, it's 4 now. How did I get buffed? From Boltyn? Yeah. Alright, we'll let the 1 hit. And he's attack reacting to give it go again. Gosh darn. I even read all the cards too. Oh well. I took one. And hey, if he's going to do something else, then he's going to take one from Remorseless. Bolt of Courage. He charged. If it hits, draw a card. Take your one. Yes. Remorseless is so powerful. I really love that. Alright, so we're hoping to do 5 damage and essentially 3 frostbites next turn. He's got nothing left, not even go again. He will get to draw a card, which means he can arsenal at the end of turn. But let's play it out. Let's play it out. Let's play out the turn how I predicted it. I'm down to 7. He's down to 9. Makes me think of Taylor Swift. Goodness gracious. I'm a nerd. Alright. End your turn, dude. Wow, and you're no longer remorseless. So proud of you. Activate Lexi. Oh, I've got Tunic resource too. Activate Lexi. Frostbite from revealing this. We will play out Eisenhowl, pitching Frostlock. No instance. Next time I Ice Fuse, 2 Frostbites will happen regardless of if it hits. Spend 1 on Voltaire. Kind of wish I had Shiver at this point, but I have shot twice this game, so that's mid. Put Cold Wave into Arsenal. We'll give it +1 because I don't anticipate needing to go again. We'll play out Cold Wave, revealing Icequake. 6 fused. So it's essentially acting as another Frostbite. Since I fused, they gained 3. This is what I built the deck for turns like this. No instance. No attack reactions. You're going to take 6? Okay. So now you're also under the effect of Cold Wave. What is that? Oh, Frostbites. We'll close the chain. Move to end and Arsenal Icequake so we can flip it up for a Frostbite later. We may be a little bit on the defensive here since he kept a full grip and a card in Arsenal. So I would love if I could flip up Icequake. I see he's doing stuff. He's doing stuff. My ideal turn. Flip up Icequake from Arsenal. Play it out. Maybe using Tunic's resource. Pitch Flake out. Load Flake out. Shoot Flake out. Reveal Icequake. So I can really only block with 1 card, and it's probably Cold Wave. Oh, he's blowing up his Frostbites. He had to pitch a lot. He had to pitch 4 for that. Okay. Because this is a 1 cost, and he had 3 Frostbites plus that Cold Wave effect. So that should have costed 5. Man, 5 for 5. Now I have no idea what's in hand or Arsenal. I probably should be a little worried about it. But we'll block 3 on his 5. And pass. And hope that's it. Yep, that's fine. He's going to close it, though. Oh, end of turn. Okay. Nope, you can end your turn, dude. Thanks, Boltyn. Alright, start of my turn. We're going to activate Lexi. Woohoo! Frostbite, haha. Let's activate Tunic's resource. Play out Icequake. Cool. So now we've got +1 on my next attack and a Frostbite on hit. We will activate Voltaire, pitching Yellow Flake out. No instance. Load red flake out. Give it +1 power. This one gains dominate when fused, so it's going to be decent. And then we'll shoot it, revealing Ice Quake. Alright, so now it's 7 dominate on hit Frostbite. Okay. Can you block 7? Or right now he's taking lethal unless he has a D react. Alright, we won that one. I totally got my butt kicked on Talishar playing this deck. It may have been luck of the draw. This deck just may not be consistent. But now I'm showing off why I built this deck. I wanted that disruption to hurt. Notice how he had to pay 5 for a 1-cost attack. I think it wasn't Bolt of Courage. Maybe it was. Let's see. It was no, it wasn't Bolt of Courage. Was it Seek Enlightenment? No. He played something that he ultimately had to pay 5 for, which sucks. It was a 1-drop that he had to pay 5 for. That's ridiculous. That is the disruption that I don't see in Blitz enough right now. So let's try another game, and maybe my last one will be a live Talishar game. Now that you've seen the goal of this deck, what we're trying to do, now let's watch me lose to the current meta on Talishar. You saw how disruptive, how painful those Frostbites are to my opponent when I can get them out. So let's give this a try today. We're not playing Designated Driver Doll. We're playing this deck link. And let's give it a try. See who we get. Voltaire, Quiver, New Horizon. You didn't even see me get to use New Horizon last game. But, oh well. When we can very efficiently or very consistently have an ice card face down in Arsenal and get to flip it up at the start of turn, sometimes we want to save it. Sometimes it's just not viable for me to play that out, but it does let me have that effect, flip that card face up at an Arsenal, and still load an arrow. And that's the most important part to me right now, is being able to load an arrow. So alright, Dory. And they want to go first. Okay. I think I still want Voltaire here. So we'll do our best. We'll try our best. That's all we can ever do. And may the luck of the cards be on our side. I'm ready, Spaghetti, but we're waiting on Dory. Speaking of Dory, I don't know if y'all saw the Pro Tour top 2. Oh, that Dory player was going. All right. Dawnblade. Dawnblade for 3. Now it's turn 1 and we're not first, so we probably want to block it. Since I don't know what ice cards will be coming up in my deck, I think we should save my 1 ice card. Is there an arrow we would like to save? We'll save Chilling Ice Veins. So we'll block this Dawnblade with Flake Out. They'll probably give it go again. Attack reaction, Iron Song response. +3, okay. I can't do anything about a +3. Oh well. Hit me. Oh, bolters too to give it go again. Cracking your bolters on the first turn, they must be going for a really fast game. Alright, 3 damage done. Chain link was closed. End of turn. Saving 2 cards. Okay. They have a full grip, and we got an Ice Quake. Okay. That means we've got a good pitch card, a good reveal card. We might be able to swing twice. Alright. Let's activate Voltaire. Pitching that blue Ice Quake. No instance yet. Let's load Cold Wave because this is only for this turn. I had misread it before, But then if we shoot with Chilling Ice Vein too, we'll give this a go again. If we shoot with Chilling Ice Vein as well, then we'll have twice as many opportunities for them to have to pay for a D-React. So we'll shoot Cold Wave, revealing Winter's Grasp to activate its fusion ability. 5, go again. Every time I have to sit and wait, my brain plays the vine, the what you gonna do? What you gonna do? All right. Blocking 5 on my 5. Is this an if it hits? Okay, no, that's just if it's fused. No reactions. I'm tempted to Bullseye Bracers in my Chilling Ice Vein. So I still have that one resource to shoot it. We're going to activate Bullseye Bracers. I know it's just as bad as me, or as... Oh, Refraction Bolters doesn't blow it up. Interesting. In my head, I just assume all equipment is disposable. So this gets +1. We don't get the Voltaire bonus, but at least it gets +1. We'll fuse it. Honestly, it probably could have gone either way. I could have flipped it. I just was banking on them having a D-React. I just think Dory can fit D-Reacts in her deck. All right, Battle Worn. Okay. Mid, they're blocking 6. It's a little sad. Oh, well. Yeah, they don't want to pay for a reaction. No actions from me. Move to end of turn. Arsenal this Winter's Grasp so we can flip it up next turn and give them a Frostbite. Okay, giving her weapons +1. It's probably all she's going to do is double weapon. Ooh. Oh, that is special. I like the art on that card. I like what that card does. Am I getting excited about Warrior? Maybe. 6 dominate. All right, let's see. On our turn, we want to flip this face up. We might not play it this turn. We could take aim to load Blizzard Bolt, reveal Chill to the Bone. Pitching Blizzard Bolt to shoot it. No, but I'm going to want to block this. I mean, I can only block it a little bit. I mean, I could pitch Blizzard Bolt to load Blizzard Bolt and shoot it. So we could block 2. I love Take Aim. No, we'll block. Do we block with Take Aim? Do we really? Or do we just go for it because it makes for a better turn? We block with Take Aim because she's going to draw a card. She might have a way to give it go again. We'll block 2. Just a little less damage considering I'm already lower life total. No reacts. I'm not going to play my instance out. Oh, Dawnblade's thingy. All the triggers. Braveforge Bracers. Weapon has hit. Where did they get go again from? Oh, from Iron Song Determination? No. Where did it get go again from? Refraction Bolters? Oh, for 7. Oh, now we're stressed. Okay. What can we do? I'm honestly not too sad about giving them Purchies. I don't know what to nickname this card. I'm calling it Purchies. My Grappies. I'm gonna give him Grappies. It's got Dominate, so I could still block with something from hand. But I don't know if I want to. That's one of the downsides to Ranger, I think. This is going to be such a fast game. I'm going to get my butt handed to me. Unless I gain tempo on this turn. Okay. Okay. Can I gain tempo on this turn? Activate Lexi. Turn this face up. Give them a frostbite. Great. We need this chill to the bone in hand. So we will activate Voltaire, pitching yellow Blizzard Bolt, loading red Blizzard Bolt, giving it +1 attack. Then we'll shoot Blizzard Bolt, fusing with chill to the bone. Yeah, that's fine. It's fused. 6 fusion on hit frostbite. So that'll be 2 frostbites, which will make Dawnblade cost 3 if it hits, but they're not going to let it hit. When this defends... Okay. It's like a sink. That's really sad. I have no actions remaining. I'll arsenal the chill to the bone. That'll be easier to play out. Plus we can give them a frostbite next turn. And we've got a nice card in hand. So we'll play out chill to the bone or Winter's Grasp. We've got options here. Courage of Blade Hold. My sword attacks cost 1 less. They had to pay 1 for that because it's a 0 cost action. All right. So this is a free for 4. That's sad. No shenanigans, though. I've got both Boltyn shots. I will have a Tunic resource. So I can either save a yellow and just Winter's Grasp, or I could play out Chill to the Bone, Cold Wave, fuse it with Frostfang. That means I need a 3-card hand, and I don't know how viable that is this turn. So we'll block 3. Take 1. We already saw an Iron Song response. I think we saw 2. Yeah, we saw 2 of them, and it's Blitz. What does this do? Just gives it go again. Okay. Dawnblade has go again. And they're going to get an agility token. Dawnblade gets a +1. Hit and run to give it go again. Can they do it twice? Can they do Dawnblade 3 times in a turn? I don't actually know. Your next weapon attack gains +1. Oh, it's coming in heavy. Oh, it's 6. But if we want to have a turn, we need to save 1 card. Okay. So I'm thinking we block with both our arrows and we go with the Winter's Grasp, Chill to the Bone combo. Saving probably Frostfang. No, we'll put Cold Wave back in the deck. Well, Frostfang only blocks 2. So we'll block this with 6, like that. Block 6. Twinning Blade. Oh my goodness. It didn't hit this time, at least. Here comes Dawnblade again for 4, which is 4 too many. But I need this card. Hit me for 4. Let's make it happen. Like I said, it's probably a quick game because this Dory is aggressive. This is 3 Dawnblades in a turn. Wow. Moving to end of turn. It's about time. That turn was far too long. Let's activate Lexi. Flip Chill to the Bone face up. Give them a Frostbite. Now they'll have a frostbite and an agility. Isn't that nice? Then we'll play out Chill to the Bone because it'll affect Winter's Grasp. Then we'll play Winter's Grasp, pitching Frostfang. This is why I put things like Winter's Grasp and Frostfang in the deck in the first place, is because it's a fusion target, and if I cannot keep my really good hand that's meant to shoot an arrow, oh well, we've got a life hack. We've got a workaround. Oh, they're going to take the 5. They should. They should take the 5. Chill to the Bone says they'll make a Frostbite token. That's cool. They get 2. 2 Frostbites. I wish Winter's Grasp did something other than damage, but that's asking too much. Asking an ice card who's really only there to help me fuse to do more is asking too much. At least they took 5 and got 2 Frostbites, and maybe that'll slow them down. Nourishing Emptiness, paying 4. If there are no attack cards in your graveyard, there probably aren't. Action, reaction, chest, head, reaction, action, 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 reaction, reaction. Okay. So Nourishing Emptiness coming in for 6, go again, dominate, on hit, +1 intellect. Now I essentially need to block 6 of this or I'm dead. I have no cards in Arsenal, so New Horizons is up for grabs. I would love to play Chill to the Bone, pitch Ice Quake, load and shoot Flake out. So we'll block 5. On their 6, take 1. It will have go again, so I'm hoping that their last card in hand is nothing or isn't useful. It has go again, so I mean, it could just be pitched to Dawnblade for 5, which would be enough, which would be scary. Yep, pitch to Dawnblade for, I think it's 5. And 5 is too much. Alright, if I block with Chill to the Bone, it's not enough. If I block with Ice Quake, it's not enough. If I block with Flake Out, it's not enough by itself. I think since Chill to the Bone's easy to play out, we just take this turn off. We block. They have nothing else, so we'll block like this, block 5. On our turn, we'll just Arsenal Chill to the Bone, and then if we live long enough, we'll flip up for a Frostbite. A Frosty! They just took the tempo very quickly and ran with it. And I love those silly little workarounds that Warrior can do, like making Nourishing Emptiness have dominate. I love that. Now, it's too bad we've seen 2 Boltyn shots. I think they're both in graveyard. Yeah, we've seen 2 yellow Boltyn shots because we could use Tunic to load a Boltyn shot and shoot it for free, but I don't think we're going to see that again. What you gonna do? What instant do they have available? Maybe they just can do everything. All right. Yeah, move to the end of your turn. We're not doing anything because Chill to the Bone literally won't matter. So we'll move to end and we'll Arsenal Chill to the Bone. They don't know what's in Arsenal. Oh, but they kept a whole hand. Dominated Dawnblade's probably going to have me. Commanding Performance as well. Oh, they're going to have me. And then Dawnblade for 7 dominate. We can do... I'm exactly dead. Because I can block. It doesn't even matter which card. I'm going to pretend it matters. 3, 4, and take exactly... Or take 3 and die. Right? Play it out. As if I wasn't already dead. 9. Is this enough? That's enough damage! I'm chronically online. I'm thinking, that's enough slices! That's enough damage! Alright, maybe Dory isn't the deck I play into here. Maybe this isn't where Lexi's meant to be. For our final game today with our Blitz Lexi Luhu deck, I actually have a special guest for you. The Archivist is here. Let me put his deck up while he talks about his deck. What are you playing today?
So, as I mentioned in our last video, I've been brewing a lot of Katsu decks lately, and this is probably the most ridiculous of the lot. I don't think there's any secret sauce here, because if it was actually good, people would have been playing it by now. But I think it's a lot of fun. I think there's 29 zero-cost cards in this deck, and then everything else, like the Art of Wars and a bunch of the reactions, cost 1. Oh, we have...
I can see your stats.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it's something like... It's an absurd amount of zero-cost cards. I just thought it would be funny to put them all together, and then we can actually play Rapid Reflex, which I don't think I've ever seen anyone play. I wasn't around in Uprising Limited. But this is basically just a second copy of Razor Reflex that... Upside is that it blocks 3, downside is that it can't target the daggers, but we'll see what happens. We get to play some very unconventional combo lines here, including the Find Center combo, Break Tide. I have won games with Break Tide because nobody expects, I was on an Ancestral Harmony turn the last time I played, so this was 6 Dominate and just killed my opponent on the spot. So there's a lot of fun we can have with these weird cards, if we don't get frostbitten out of the game, that is.
And that is my hope. So since we are playing in the same room, let's see if you can figure out my course of action, since I can't really talk out loud about it, or someone's going to have too much information.
I mean, you're looking at my deck list, so...
But you've seen mine. So I won the dice roll, and I'm going first. All right, this is not what I want to see. And I'll say that much.
So you picked to go first, which is what I would have chosen if it was my choice. But Katsu wants to go second most times, I think, but also you can just lock me out of the game with like a big Frostbite generation turn 1. So I just have to hope that doesn't happen.
That's
basically
not what's going to happen today. All my cards suck. All my cards are really bad. And this is the downside to Ranger, everybody. I need to clear stuff out of my hand. So I'm going to play stuff for no benefit.
Do what you gotta do.
You do what you gotta do. All of these cards are good cards if I didn't see them in combo with each other. So I'm like, what am I going to throw out and never see again? Let's toss this. If you can't tell, I have a no arrow hand.
We love to see it.
Do we? You love to see it.
Yeah. Ninja versus Ranger is very strange, because it can be very snowbally for either deck. Like, if you had... Eisenhower Weathervane and an Ice Fusion Arrow. Like, you could just give me a pile of Frostbites that I, have to pay for to attack.
And that's what I really want.
Turn. But, so that's the worst case scenario for me. The best case scenario is this, although now I have to be happy with what I have in hand if you're not going to attack.
And I am not. I'm actually going to move to Arsenal.
Well, that is basically as free as it gets.
You saw what I arsenaled. Not you, opponent. Viewer, you saw it.
Alright, so we will begin with the Kodachi with Go again.
Never block a Kodachi.
Potentially foolish, but...
What, to never block a Kodachi?
I mean, you're going to block him if we get to the Kodachi block stage of the game.
Yeah, later maybe. Not now. Not ever.
Okay, so now I'm going to present Torrent of Tempo. This is 4 on hit go again. We are also threatening Mask of Momentum. So if it hits, it gains go again, I draw a card and also trigger Katsu and Breeze Rider Boots and everything. Or I have the option to Breeze Rider Boots if it hits.
Okay.
So 4 on hit go again, draw Katsu, basically.
Am I going to let myself get beat up by Katsu on this turn in preparation for my own?
How much do you respect my combo potential?
Ooh. Hold on. Let's think about my turn. Because this'll happen. Viewer can see it. That'll happen. So I'll need... maybe...
Claim victory, just kidding.
No, do not claim victory. I know I'm inactive, but I'm thinking really hard.
That's fine. I am probably the biggest user of the thinking please bear with me button because I play Katsu and Kano. So
No, I think we wanna test this out.
Ballsy.
I know.
Okay, so now
Not gonna lie, from the beginner's perspective, I have no idea what Torrent of Tempo combos into. So
yeah. Well, thankfully, I just remembered what it combos into. Okay, so we get the mask draw first. That's fine. We will Katsu. Discard one of our myriad 0-costers. Nothing costs any resource. Okay, so discard one of these to find a Rushing River, which is what combos with Torrent of Tempo. And then we gain go again from the Torrent of Tempo hitting. So now I can play Rushing River. So this is one you don't see a lot. So this is now 4 go again. If it hits, I draw X cards and then put X cards from my hand on top of my deck in any order where X is the number of attacks that have hit this combat chain. So if this hits, that is that X will be 4. Because I hit Kodachi, Torrent of Tempo prior to this.
So you will draw 4 cards, get to choose 4 cards from your hand, which will then be 6 total in your hand. Get to put 4 of those 6 on top of your deck in any order, and you will still have go again.
Yes. It has go again no matter what.
I know.
The rest of the stuff is just on hit.
Go again was my reminder.
Yeah. So this is a funny one. And if you're looking at, if you can see my screen, you can see the mad scientist wheels turning in my head.
But this isn't Kano. This is Katsu.
I'm starting to realize how similar they actually are. And it's like when I wanted to get into Katsu, I was like, oh, let's play something totally different. And I'm like, especially in CC, they're not all that different because Katsu basically has to play like a combo deck nowadays. Mid-range Katsu doesn't work. This is just a meme deck. Nothing's stopping you from playing this build in CC. Just add a 3rd copy of all your good cards. It'd be funny. I don't think it'd be good, but it'd be funny. Anyways.
Now, playing into Katsu is not something I've done. Not something I'm used to. The ninjas go really wide, and I already know that that's something that Ranger struggles with. So, thanks for playing ninja, I guess. I don't want to go down to 10 or less on your first turn. So, I regret what I've arsenaled.
I mean, remember what we talked about earlier today, like, don't take a whole bunch of damage to play mid-hands. So, I mean, full disclosure, like, you can see I have the breaking scales, so I could pump this to 5. I could also pump it more depending on if I have a reaction in hand or not, but you don't know that.
This is what I'm going with.
So you lock in the block for 5. I, unfortunately, have no reactions.
Oh, I messed up. I did need that card. I have no reactions.
Would you like
no.
to do?
No, I'm not taking it back.
Okay.
I'm saying I needed a 4-card hand.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get that this turn.
So we do have go again, and thankfully I can still do Break Tide. So this combos with both Rushing River and Flood of Force. So this is 5 Dominate. On hit, it banishes the top card of my deck, and I can play it until the end of my next turn. So this does not have go again.
Turn ender.
Yeah, Breeze Rider Boots is an option, which I can see what I banish. Nothing combos with Break Tide, though. This is a... Yeah, I opened a long time ago, and I opened a foil Break Tide, and I think I gave it away, actually, to a Katsu player at our store, and now I'm like, I'm gonna have to get me some more of these.
All right. What do I even do here? I don't know what you do in this situation.
I mean, you can give me one card in New Horizon.
And blow up what I have in Arsenal. New Horizon.
Oh, yeah, New Horizons does eat your Arsenal.
When it's destroyed, destroy all cards in your Arsenal.
No, and this does have combo, so I can pump it by 1 with Breaking Scales. So you gotta think. What's on top of my deck?
What's awful is this was going to be an awesome turn, and that's why I sat on my cards. But now it's not going to be so awesome a turn, because I gave you 1.
Yeah, I mean, it is...
But...
I do understand not wanting to let Rushing River for 4 hit, because then I get to see 4 cards and stack my deck. I got nothing to say to that. Okay, so... We draw... Ooh, Art of War.
Banished Art of War. Oh, shoot, you can play that.
Yeah, I can also play that next turn. Break Tide
Yes.
says until the end of your next turn. So we will happily sit on that for next turn. Arsenal, my last remaining card.
And now it's my turn. I will start my turn by activating Lexi. Flip up Pulse of Volthaven, which gets both bonuses.
Oh, okay, that is worth sitting on. So now I get a Frostbite, and you get
Go again
on your
which I was going to use, but now I can't.
Okay, I have nothing to say to that, but the Frostbite might complicate things.
Good.
I mean, also probably not. Well, I mean, playing Art of War for 2 is still pretty good.
All right.
We'll just have to see what happens.
We're going to play this card out. I want to play the other one, but I have to play this one because it's free. And what's now so sad... Wait. What did I just play out? Okay. Okay. I have to do it like that. We'll play out Pulse, since it needs to be played before the attack is declared, despite being an instant.
Yeah, I wonder if they thought it would be too good if it was like a Lightning Press style combat trick. Because a surprise +4 is really good, as
Yes.
Prism's Angelic Wrath has shown us.
Yes.
So that might be why they designed it that way.
Let's...
You can also clear your arsenal by playing it out ahead of time, so...
Yeah.
There's some
Well, I
value
have New Horizons. I can play...
Yeah, true.
This is
I guess it's
sad.
better. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud here.
No, it's
So
okay.
Voltaire.
Voltaire for +1, and then Chilling Ice Vein
For 9?
for,
Yeah.
10? I think it's 10.
It is 10. Alright, now this is awful.
Not fused, though.
Yeah, so this is awful for me, because if I just take it... Oh, it is not fused. That's significant. Okay, so...
That's what I needed my extra card for.
Yeah, it's like, do I want to pay 4 to play Art of War? Because that feels really bad. But also, do I want to block a whole bunch on the turn? Because if I don't... Because Art of War is use it or lose it. So, like, is Art of War for 4 better? It might not be, actually. So now I'm asking myself, is it worth blocking a whole bunch to just eat the... And then... Yeah, so I have to block essentially 2 cards and all my equipment, including Mask of Momentum, which is very bad. Or I just take it, and then I have to pitch 4 to play Art of War.
Why do you need to block so much for on-hit? Claim victory!
Well, no, because I don't have 3 Frostbites on the Art of War turn. It is only 3 Frostbites. So I actually think... Yeah, actually...
because you already have 1.
Yeah. So, I think we're going to be greedy here, especially since it's not fused and I don't have to discard. So I will be having 3 Frostbites
Good.
on my turn. Which is unfortunate, of course. Okay.
Oh, we love to see this card in hand. And having that, and that, and that. Okay.
Right, so
Let's hope those 3 Frostbites disrupt him enough.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the world's most expensive Blossom of Spring. To clear the Frostbites. Pitch this blue 100 wins to gain 1.
Pay 3 to gain 1.
Yeah.
That's sad. I love to see it.
So then from Arsenal, I will do Soul Bead Strike, which is 4. If it hits, gains go again. Keep in mind, Artivore is an instant, so I could buff that to 5. At least. You don't know what I have in hand.
Okay. We can swing. We can swing without this. That's not enough. So we could use this to do this, use that to do that, and then use that for the other thing. So 4 is an awkward number for what I'm looking at. And you cannot give it go again with Breeze Rider boots because it is not.
If it hits, it gains go again from itself.
I know, but I'm saying if I prevent it from hitting,
yeah,
your turn's over.
That is the downside with this deck. A lot of the combo starters are conditional go again, but a lot of stuff like the Rushing River only combos with Torrent of Tempo, for example, and there's some things that only combo with Soul Beat Strike.
I know how bad an idea this is. How early it is sort of in the game to be giving that up. And then the only other thing I could spare to prevent this from hitting is this, which does overblock. But I can spare that. And that should end your turn. And if it ends your turn, it was worth it.
Okay, so we will do the Art of War. I will buff my attacks and also banish to draw 2.
I forgot about the Art of War. Does that buff it too much?
It was face up. I told you that.
I know. Well, I'm still perfectly blocking.
So I'll banish. The smart answer is card A, but the potential fun is card B.
Viewers can't see your cards. Maybe you should read them out to me.
So I'm going to banish Flood of Force. And then, of course, I draw a card that combos with it. But that's actually fine. And then we can do our BFF Rapid Reflex for +3. What do I need? I need to pitch. Okay, so we can't do a funny combo here. So I'll pitch this. Okay, so Rapid Reflex is 1 for +3. So we do hit.
No.
We do not need to Breeze Rider. We do need the Katsu. I will discard a red 100 wins to find Crane Dance, which combos with Soul Beat Strike. So now we Crane Dance. This combos with Soul Beat Strike, so it has +1 go again and can't be defended by attack action cards with base power greater than the number of chain links I control. So this is one of the things that cares about small chains, which is very weird for Ninja. So you might actually not be able to block this with a card from hand. Or with an attack from hand. Because I only have 2 chain links at the moment. Cannot block with attacks with base power greater than 2.
And it's coming in for 5, which is a lot. I mean, if I didn't want to do anything on my turn, I could do that, and it would still hit. And it would still have go again, and I would just be stuck with probably bigger and harder attacks. But this is almost my entire life right here.
Yeah, keep in mind if you don't block, I can pump it with Breaking Scales and kill you.
Thanks for the reminder.
So just going to hit. Still don't need to Breeze Rider Boots. Alright, and then from hand, we have Heron's Flight, which was a terrifying card in the old days of Katsu. So, combos with Crane Dance gets +2, and I get to pick attack or non-attack action, and you can only block with cards of that type. And given that you just blocked with a bunch of non-attacks, I'm going to choose non-attack, which means that you cannot defend this with attacks, and it's coming in for 6.
Well, friends, colleagues, researchers, you can see my hand.
I'm not going to look at your monitor, but is it an arrow? Or is it an attack action?
It's been fun. Come on. Why won't it let me block?
It can only be defended by cards of the chosen type.
Oh, so I can't even use equipment.
I didn't think about this until right now. Heron's Flight is actually unblockable by equipment, which is... I don't know, maybe the zero-cost meme deck is better than I thought it was. Boom, breaking scales.
Wow, because that's enough damage! That's enough damage! I'm actually looking through, and that's Heron's Flight.
Yep.
Well,
that was really interesting. We got to see 2 different pure zero-cost combo lines. Well,
get your own video.
I guess Torrent of Tempo doesn't count, but it's a starter for a zero-cost combo. So the upside of this for Katsu is that you get to play a lot of really interesting combos that people might not actually know about, and a lot of them, especially this one, the Soul Bead, Crane Dance, Heron's Flight. If you have a reaction to make Soul Bead Strike hit, you can make the rest of the combo functionally unblockable, which is insane. But also, this is like lower power overall. Like, the cards themselves are lower power, and it's also less consistent, because like Surging Strike has built-in Go Again, and like the more traditional Katsu combo lines have natural Go Again, and yeah, it hurts if you get blocked out, but not as much as with this deck. Anyways, how do you feel about that?
I knew that going into this, Ranger was weak to Ninja. I knew that Ranger needs to keep too many cards for how wide and how moderately sized your attacks are. I know for Brute, I expect like 1 big 6, maybe 2 big 6s. And, you know, I block whatever I can of that, take the rest, and if it matters, it matters. But with Ninja, it was very consistently, 1-1, 5-5-5. And that's tough to deal with, especially when it's spread like that. And then when you make things unblockable, it's really tough. Looking at the 3 games I've played, I knew this was a deck test. This was playtesting. This was seeing if this build is viable. And I'm on the right track, I feel. I believe that Frostbites really are the disruption that we need right now. I just do not think that the deck is consistent enough yet.
For what it's worth, you drew a brick of a hand for your first turn, and this game would have looked very different if you were able to give me Frostbites from the get-go.
But a really interesting challenge I overcame when playing with Azalea was, what do you do with the all-buff hand? And I don't have a saving grace right now for the all-buff hand, other than play stuff out for no bonus and arsenal an ice card so that you can flip it up for a Frostbite on your next turn. That's the only thing I've really got right now. So I'm on the right track. I've still got some learning and growing to do. If you have any ideas for how to balance these ice cards with these Ice Fusion cards, how to make her consistently putting out Frostbites, drop a note, drop a comment in the comment box below. Let me know what you think this deck needs, because we're still playtesting. We're still figuring it out. Thank you so much for watching the Arcanic Archives. I'm the Data Darling.
And I'm the Archivist.
Have a wonderful day.